Hey gang, how's it going? Welcome back to Pokemon Fire Red. Saw somebody asking, you doing more Pokepia? Maybe someday, but we're gonna be doing Resident Evil, we're gonna be doing Monster Hunter Stories, Crimson Desert, at least looking at Crimson Desert. I don't know how far that series is gonna go or if people even care about it, but I'm excited for that. So, we'll see what happens. And Monster Hunter is mostly going to be the biggest series on this channel. So. But Pokemon, like Metroid, will sprinkle up on occasion. Now, the difference is between everybody else covering this game or not covering this game. I did not play the original Pokemon games. I was in high school when Pokemon came out in 1998 in America, and I did not actually have a Pokemon game in my collection until I got married. And I gave one to Amber. And I've given her Pokemon games over the years because she thinks they're really cute. And she had her own channel where she played one of the Pokemon games. I think it was Pokemon Black and White on DS, using her little DS capture card. And then we've done several Pokemon games together over the years, but I wouldn't call myself a Pokemon super fan. I like Pokemon, I think it's interesting. But I miss the hype train. Now, if I was like 4 years younger when Pokemon came out, I probably would have been like super obsessed with it. But I was a teenager in high school. I was a freshman in high school when Pokemon came out. And back then, you had to be very careful what games you played because people looked down on you and stuff, right? So there was that. And Pokemon was a kid's game, so at least Nintendo marketed it that way back in the 90s. So technically, my first introduction to Pokemon was playing as Pikachu in Smash Brothers and seeing the Pokemon anime, like, every once in a while. Crimson Desert's going to be on Switch too? I thought I was going to have to play that on Steam. Are you sure? Really? I thought that was a Steam game. Hold up. And then tomorrow's Mario 10 Day. Mario Day. Crimson Desert's going to be on Switch too? No way. Monster Hunter is a big series we're going to be doing. Yada yada. We won't be doing WK. We won't be doing Major League Baseball. Not going to do bowling. Isn't this a mobile game? I swear that's a mobile game. I've seen that as a mobile game. The Weeb Store? What?
When I first opened my shop...
Oh my gosh! I may do this. I may do a preview of the Weeb Store. That sounds hilarious. Okay, Crimson Desert. Dead Zone Rogue. Snoopy. Shadow Tactics. Not doing Shadow Tactics. I see a beat-em-up game coming out. Looks pretty dope. Russian Beat X. Doesn't look too bad. That looks kind of fun. I love beat 'em up, so probably do that. Maybe do it with Amber. I don't know. That'd be a one-off though. Like remember, I play like tons of games a year, a lot. So sometimes streams are one-off, but that'll probably be a full live stream. This looks interesting to me. I don't see Crimson Desert here. Crimson Desert's probably only going to be on, like, PlayStation and Steam Deck or something, so. But anyway, back to Pokemon. The Weeb Store! Let's go! I'm excited. I'm excited to play the Weeb Store. That's going to be hilariously bad. Alright, so we're in Pokemon territory. I don't know what's going on. We're somewhere. We beat up a boyfriend and girlfriend again. Oh no. I've never seen you around. Are you good? No. Worst Pokemon player ever. It's a rumor that Crimson Desert's gonna come to the Switch too. I don't think so. And no offense, I've seen how cool the graphics are in Crimson Desert. It's not gonna be on Switch too. Hate to be that guy, but... Oh my gosh, you are so much younger than me, Miss both Miss Deanna and Anna Sensei. Holy cow. No! You put my Pikachu to sleep, you stupid Butterfree! Well, that's not good. Why you gotta put my Pokemon to sleep? Man. Okay. Get the Versus Seeker? What's that? Bite the butterfly, because cats bite things. Jump. Amber, Link is asleep in the office. Linky is sleeping in the office. So don't lock him in there. You gave a super chat, Act? You made 4 years as a member. Congratulations on your purple thingy. You gave a super chat too, or you did a gifted membership? Yeah, you did. You did a highlighted message. Thank you for 4 years, man. That's awesome. No, my cat's asleep too. Oh no. This Butterfree's getting on my nerves, man. Is Charmeleon awake? Get him! No, no, it's gonna put you to sleep! Oh no. Okay, just kill it and then let's go heal, okay? No, no, no! Oh no. So we were correct about Monster Hunter having bad frame rate issues. But Resident Evil Requiem looks great on the Switch too? Really? Interesting. Well, I wouldn't know. I'm playing Resident Evil on PlayStation. No, we're gonna die. My Pokemon! I'm on guard G. I'm thirsty, though. No, be on guard! My Pokemon's gonna die, dude! My Pokemon! Run! Run! No. Oh, no. I'll get you, little Charizard, buddy. I mean, Charmeleon. Soon to be Charizard. Apparently I can't run in people's houses, it's rude. Okay. Where do you find this Versus Seeker thing? Linky! I mean, they should be able to patch Monster Hunter for Switch 2, right? I mean, Capcom's aware of the frame rate issue. They'll try to fix it. I'm sure. It's weird that they sent out the copies for review being the Switch 2 version, though. Oh, you want me to go... So I need to go to the town that I was heading toward. Blech, words. You want me to go to the town... Yeah. I know, honey. I know. As long as you're not going there at like 3 in the morning.
No, I don't want to go to her.
Yeah. I know.
I'll go there at 3 minutes, Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
It's just downtown Lincoln.
Amber doing her best vampire impression. Hey, you guys.
Sorry, I was doing a vampire impression. It's an inside joke.
Hmm.
I was doing a Don Lee impression.
You have lots of bottles of waters to drink, honey. You should not take more bottled water. I see bottled waters everywhere. I'm gonna start calling you Aqua Girl. You can talk to fish. I don't know if you'd want to talk to fish. Why is it the fish sound like putties? Oh man, more putties!
Why does the buddies sound like Birdo?
Yeah, why do the... You know what happened was? Somebody probably played Super Mario and then they were like, wow, that would make a great sound effect for our enemies. Let's do that.
Well, so, thank you for the super chat, Axel Lover.
Oops. I'll play. Okay. Yep, and thank you, Axel Lover, for being a member for 4 years, and congrats on purple status. Purple badge.
Yep, and thank you to all the members in the chat. Jotaro and Miss Deanna, Axel Lover, Jacob Langwood, and Jade Rose. And Anna Sensei. Anna Sensei says, I was in 4th grade when it came out. And Uncle Howdy. And everyone. And Jacob Orion. Thank you everyone for your subscribers and members. Thank you for the help. Hey Jacob. Hi Axel Lover. I'm pretty sure I've been watching longer than 4 years, says Axel Lover. Hey Alpha. Hi. Leo Boys, hi Imperator Penguin, hey everyone. Yeah, I was just telling Luke, I am like picking this person up for work. This is my friend from work, but they kind of live in like this downtown area, and I'm fine with dropping them off at like noon or 1, but I don't want to go there at 3 a.m. pick them up. I don't want to get shot trying to get to work.
Yeah, it's not. She doesn't... Yes! Thunderbolt! Alright, goodbye, Thundershock. Hello, Thunderbolt.
Hey, Miss Deanna. Hi, everyone. It's like, you know what I don't get about people? People are like, well, you probably will be fine. Well, it's like, well, I'll probably be fine, but why should I risk even one possibility that I won't be fine? I mean, it only takes 1 bullet for you to not be fine. It's like, oh, 99 bullets flew by my head and I was fine. So, oh wait, there's the one. What?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
We have Thunderbolt now.
Pika! Pika, Pika, Pika! Hey, Daffy.
So you guys think that there's no way to fix the problem with Monster Hunter?
Honestly, I would have played it on PS5. Or I would have played it on Xbox. Honestly, we could switch it to PS5 or Xbox right now. I'll play through the entire thing to get you back up to where you were.
You got thunderbolted. Ash got 320 bucks. Hooray. Oops. Huh? You want to talk to me? No.
Well, you got some thugs coming out of the grass.
Yep.
Oh, they're Boy Scouts.
Boy and Girl Scouts getting jumped.
Yep. Oh, it's fine. I mean, well, I found out that this area, I looked it up because we were looking up areas in New York that were dangerous to live. And I looked up our area, like the, Amish area. And believe it or not, Luke, even though we hear gunshots all the time around here, apparently it's still one of the safest areas to live in.
Yeah. That's because you have to live in the downtown area for it to be really dangerous.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I was looking it up, and apparently the crime is extremely low where we are. So I'm surprised because, yeah.
Yep. You defeated player camper Jeff. I couldn't beat your challenge. Yeah, give me your money. Cough it up. Cough up the dough, son. Oh, it's this Pokemon again. Pikachu's hurt.
Yeah, I think that, like, if people got off social media and they just started playing outside again, like, not adults playing outside, but, like, children in general, or, like, adults could do things outside, like walk in the park, or go play catch, or play tennis, or read a book, or something. Like, I feel like if people actually did stuff that didn't involve posting every meal that they eat on Facebook or something, or Twitter, whatever,
Is this a personal attack?
No, I'm just saying, like, because I was just mentioning, like, Alpha was saying it's getting dangerous out there. You always hear on the news where people are becoming more and more aggressive and dangerous. I feel like I just heard on the radio just today when I was driving home that there's like a class action lawsuit against people who have suffered by being on social media. If you've experienced depression because of social media, you can sue social media companies such as Snapchat and TikTok and Facebook. You can sue them.
Oh, wow. Let me get in on that.
Or Instagram. So you can actually sue them and you can be part of this class action lawsuit. So there you go. You guys should check that out.
Yeah, I mean, I had smear campaigns against me. I want money for
maybe you
damages.
can, honestly.
Yeah. I was cyberbullied by thousands of people. Give me money.
Yeah, no, it's a real thing. Like, you can look it up and like. So I was just thinking, like, if people are so angry nowadays or whatever. Well, maybe the problem is social media, like, especially like people. It's like social media is a blessing and a curse. Like, people. Here it is. It's like you're a human raised by humans. You're either a kid or you're an adult or somewhere in between.
Kid or squid.
And you're like, you're a kid or you're a squid. And you're like, I don't have any friends. And I feel sad. So I'm going to go on social media and make virtual friends. I'm going to put my avatar on here. I'm going to make friends with people from across the nation or across the world. And we're all going to talk about things we like. But none of us actually can meet each other in real life. We can't play catch with each other. We can't actually hang out at each other's house or knock on each other's door. We can't actually be real friends. We're going to have to be internet friends. And then, you still feel lonely because even though you're making friends online, when you go to school, you don't have any friends at school because you're making the friends online. It's not, I mean, it's real, but you don't have anyone to physically, like, interact with, like, and hang out with in real life. So I feel like it's a blessing and a curse. It's like, social media, it's like, it'll fill that void for a little bit. Kind of like how a candy bar fills the void of being hungry, but later on you get a stomachache from it. That's how social media is.
The only candy bar that makes you full is Snickers.
Okay, but sometimes when I'm really hungry, I have a bag of gummy worms, and that actually does fill me up for a minute, but after that I feel sick.
Yeah, because you ate a bag of gummy worms.
Right, that's how social media is. It's like, it makes you feel like you're eating something, but later on you realize it was poison. And that's how I feel social media is. It's like people...
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Have you ever had the urge to battle someone again? I want to battle certain people again over and over again too. So I'm giving you these away. Please take one. You obtained the Versus Seeker. Ash put the Versus Seeker in the key items pocket. Use the device and you'll find trainers looking for a rematch. You have to charge its battery to use it though. Well, how do I charge it? I have to charge it in order to use it? Well, how do I charge it up? The battery charges while traveling.
Oh, you have to charge it while traveling.
Okay.
It's probably charged then, you've been traveling a lot.
No, it just says I have to charge it.
Basically what I'm saying is maybe there'd be less crime if social media didn't exist.
No, because we had crime in the 90s. It all depends on location, location, location.
Oh.
Like,
But maybe
Schenectady
people...
and Troy sucked in the 90s. Schenectady and Troy still sucks
Do you think those people are jumping people because they feel depressed after being rejected by friends on social media, and then they go jump somebody in real life?
I mean, they
for
were
their
just
money.
they were just terrible people that jumped people and don't.
Yeah, it doesn't have to do with them losing friends on their social media account.
People still ended up getting yeeted and stuff before people's feelings were hurt.
Yeah, it's just that now people's feelings are hurt in addition to them having to live.
Now you could probably survive a mugging if you actually make fun of the person who's holding you up. Like, make fun of the fact that they don't have any money, point out that their outfit is ugly. Maybe they start crying and then you can punch them in the neck. I don't know.
Because people are so sensitive now
Exactly.
that you
Might be actually a lot easier to survive nowadays compared to 30 years ago. I actually had to have the guy drop his guard in order for me to take him out. Like, I might be able to hurt people with my words first.
Yeah, that was like back when we were in school.
Better put that knife away or I'll cancel you, son. I've got this many followers on Twitter. No! I don't know.
Yeah. Just have to use basic insults from the 1990s. Whoa, what's that huge growth that's on your neck? Oh man, it's your face. Imagine.
That's not how we used to do it. You walk up to somebody and be like, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. What's wrong? Well, I mean, you've got this thing growing on your neck. What is it? Your face!
Oh, I'm sorry.
It
I
had
didn't
to do with the setup. You have to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the setup is important. You make people feel like, oh man, what's going on? I feel so bad for you, and they're like, what?
Yeah,
What's
you
wrong?
Draw them in.
Well, I mean, you got that thing growing on your neck. I do. What is it? Your face. So you have to build it up. And then they're like, oh, that was mean, but you got me. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, except for today, it'd be like, that was mean. I'm going to sue you.
You can't hurt my feelings. You'll hear from me in court. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm running around trying to charge the battery.
Oh, you're charging.
I should bring more Pokemon. Okay. I want to get stronger. What's your secret? I run around in circles like this. Are Pokemon weak or just... Which do you think? I want to fight you again, fool. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Whisper, whisper, whisper.
You click on it, register, run back and forth, hit select. Okay, thank you, Axel Over. They could put 30 frame rates cap on Monster Hunter Stories 3. It would be stable, says Jotaro. Interesting,
yes it would.
Jotaro. Oh, wow, that would be interesting.
Huh? How do I register it? How do I register this?
Click and register it in the pack, says Axel. I don't know. Highlight it and press select, says Peter. Click on it, register, run back and forth, then hit select, says Axel over. Look, I wish we did skit videos, it'd be funny. It's like you get held up, and then like the person was like, give me all your money, you better be afraid of me, I'm gonna yeet you, and then you'd be like, your mama's so fat. She sat on $1 and made change. And then they'll be like, what? Why would you talk about my mother like that? Oh, good you. And they run away crying. Your mom's so fat. She sat on a rainbow and made Skittles.
Your mama jokes are funny.
Yeah. That was what got us through the long bus rides.
Yeah, we did both ride the bus.
Yeah, you rode the bus and I rode the bus, but we rode different buses in different states.
Thunderbolt! Yeah! You're too good. I know.
Didn't they have other... They also had, like, your mama is so dumb jokes as well, I thought.
Yeah, we had your mama jokes that had to do with your mama being fat or your mama being stupid. Yep.
Yeah, I remember.
Hey, you didn't have Pidgeotto last time.
Oh, wow. Wow, they have your mama's so old jokes too. That's mean. Oof, that would really hit hard.
Yep.
Wow, people used to not be PC at all. I cannot believe what we had in the 90s. People do not do it anymore. Your mom is so ugly, her own portraits hang themselves.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even think I'm allowed to say that on YouTube.
Yeah, just don't repeat it.
Your mom is so fat. When she was crossing the road, people mistook her for a roundabout.
Wow.
What is this? Like, I need this. Oh. Your mama's so poor that ducks, they throw bread at her.
Okay, easy.
I
think people just wanted to see my character run around like a crazy person. Is it just me, or is the D-pad of the Switch 2 not very good?
don't know. Your mama's so dumb. It takes her an hour to cook some minute rice. I don't know.
What?
Why is this? No,
Okay.
the rice that's in.
Yeah, I know. Moving on.
It's supposed to take 1 minute to cook, apparently. Oh, Luke. This is the kind of stuff. Luke. Here, your mom is so fat. When she takes a shower, her feet never get wet.
Oh. Okay. Moving on, honey.
Okay. Fine. I'm gonna link that and have Alkin laugh to myself for this later. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so apparently Capcom messed up big time with Monster Hunter Stories 3
Why?
for Switch.
Well, I could have told you that. I would have never played it on Switch 2.
I wanted the portable aspect of it.
But you know that it will come with the curse of being terrible to look at.
No, because Resident Evil and other things look fine. It's just they messed up
Oh.
Monster Hunter, like the frame rate.
I don't know why they did that.
I'm sure they can fix it.
Only need to hit select and only 100 steps. Thank you, Axel Lover. Bring on the jokes, Amber, my friend, says Shadow Trooper. I enjoyed them. I'm glad you liked them, Shadow Trooper.
She can't do too many of them.
Yeah, we'll all get cancelled online.
No, cancel culture doesn't exist anymore. People are trying to bring cancel culture back, but
People are so sick of it.
yeah. Well, that's what people don't understand. Like, if you try to do something in the gaming space, we have what's known as fads. For everything, there is a season. No one thing stays popular forever. So cancel culture and Gamergate were a part of, gamingdom or gamers for a while. It's not anymore because it's not relevant. Just like fighting games, like they go in seasons. Fighting games were really popular in the 90s, and then fighting games like came back like in the mid 2000s, and they're popular again. RPGs had their time in the sun in the 90s, and then they disappeared, and now RPGs are making a comeback. So everything goes in spurts. Just like FPS games were at their peak from like 2002 until like around 2010.
What are you saying? Is it fad that... What was the gaming fad? Cancel culture?
Well, cancel culture involved both anime and video games and comic books. That was something that lasted for about 6-7 years, and then it stopped.
You know what I hope is a fad is these, like, grifters, like, that are insulting, like, like, they're just angry and trying to ride the, like, the anti-activist train, like, when there are no activists around anymore.
Oh, activists are still around, they're just not relevant.
Yeah, but I hope that these people, like, become irrelevant. Like, I hope these podcasts, like, where they just, like, continually, like, go, oh yeah, like, this game is so woke, it has a dog in it, and they're trying to do good dog representation. It's like, no, they're not. It just happens to have a puppy in the game. Like, you guys are just insane at this point. Like, you guys are just
I told you before,
making stuff up.
I don't want to get into it too much, but
Oh, I know. We don't have to talk about it.
The reason why they're still doing stuff is because they have people who literally come by and give them so much money a day.
People shouldn't give them any money.
I know. But when that dries up, but they're purposely catering to a group that likes to be angry all the time.
Yeah.
And those people then throw their money at them.
Yeah, we need more AMV videos to counteract this.
I mean, the big fad right now is AI videos, though. In fact, I just followed a person on Twitter. All they do is make Kung Fu cat videos. It's hilarious. But the thing is, I don't speak Chinese. So the characters say the same thing in Chinese all the time, but the cat has a different way of finishing people off. The cat's fought Batman, Bruce Lee.
Oh, wow.
It's fought ancient Chinese, like, Kung Fu films, aliens, Godzilla, and stuff like that. And the cat always finds a clever way of winning. And it's a different cat every time. But
yeah.
it's filmed like a 1970s, like, Bruce Lee Kung Fu movie.
Oh, yeah.
It looks amazing. It's called Cat Fu. And it's
That's
all
cool.
It's all AI.
Now they have AI marketing companies that help you market your advertising. Like, you don't even need to talk to a person.
The end of this year will be the first ever AI anime. It is not based on any manga or anything. It's a AI anime that's going to release on YouTube or something like that. All AI cast, all AI music. And it's a completely original thing, but it's fully AI. It's like a 10-episode series that's going to release or something like that. Unless YouTube bans them. Like, they're talking about releasing this thing, and they released a trailer, and the trailer looks amazing. It looks real, but it's not. It's not real. I still want to watch it, though, because, it looks interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think AI is, like, I don't know, it's just interesting. Like, there was this person at my job that was like a guitar player talking about how he doesn't like AI music.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine, I get that. But it's like, at some point, like, computers have already taken over so many things. Like, it's just taking over one more thing. Like, in reality, they already have computer generated images like that they've had for years, like CGI and all this stuff. Like, and then that's kind of like people used to hand draw, like Scooby-Doo and stuff. It used to be like hand drawn animation. Like, there's not really hand drawn animation anymore, really. So like, it's just phasing out one more thing. Like, you could still hand draw animation to a show. You just would have to do more work and get paid the same. It's the same as music. Like, you could make an AI song that would take 3 seconds to make, or 20 seconds, however long it takes, versus you compose a song and it takes you months to write and get the lyrics correct and stuff. And you could still do both, but you just won't get paid as much per hour making the song from scratch. Like, it's still getting angry about it and being like, this isn't fair, like, AI is taking over the jobs and stuff. It's like, well, it isn't fair, but life isn't fair. Like, that's just how life is. Like, life always evolves. Like, people used to say that when I worked as a cashier, like, oh, you can't have the self-checkout, it's gonna ruin our jobs, it's gonna take away our jobs. It's like, well, I mean, this is how life is. Like, life, I mean, they always come up with more and more technology to take over people's jobs. Like, this is just a normal thing. Like, this just happens. You know? I'm sure there's people that used to ride, like, a horse and buggy that are like, this isn't fair, the automobile's here. You know, what am I gonna do for a job now? How am I gonna cart people around with my horse and buggy now?
The thing is,
this just happens.
People weren't around when CGI was taking over the film industry. People were saying so many bad things about CGI and computer because they were like, oh man, this is gonna ruin everything. This is gonna take away our jobs.
Right.
You know, all the particle effects people and the stunt people, they were like, oh man, this is bad. But, you know, eventually Hollywood ended up using the computer graphics and stuff like that more. Yeah. Especially, I think what really pushed them to use CGI more in movies was the Final Fantasy movie that Square released. You probably forget this, but Square released a Final Fantasy movie worldwide in the year 2000 or 2001, and it was a beautiful movie. It was all CGI. There was nothing in it that was real. Everything looked like it was computer generated, and it looked amazing. And then after that, then Hollywood slowly started to use more and more CGI in films like Spider-Man and the X-Men and like all kinds of stuff. Like, CGI started to be leaned on more and more, whereas before they were like, no, this is bad. Computers are bad. Computers are going to replace real actors and, you know, all this other thing. So everybody is, it goes in spurts. So people right now are all like anti-AI. 3 or 4 years from now, or probably even 2 years from now, less people are going to be angry about it because they're going to see it incorporated in everything that they do. Yeah. Like, you'll see Hollywood use it to cut down on visual effects costs. Yeah. You'll see it done in television in order to make TV look better. There are some places in Japan that are going to be using AI and things like Kamen Rider and other things to try to up the visual quality because they don't have a lot of money to spend on Kamen Rider.
Right, yeah.
Because, you know, they spend all the money on motorcycle stunts and other things, so the CGI is always laughable.
I mean,
so they'll replace CGI with AI.
It's like, if you want to still do practical and, you know, whatever effects, you can still do that. Like, it's not like, if people are acting like, well, it's replacing it, it's making it so I can't do this. Just like, if you want to write a song from scratch and work it out on your guitar and sing all the vocals yourself and have no AI in your song, you can do that. It's not preventing you from doing it. It's just gonna take you longer than a computer would. Just like, you know, if you want to hand draw an anime frame by frame instead of using a computer system to assist you with doing the anime, you can do that. It just takes longer. I mean, what could you say? Like, AI just makes things faster, really, and cheaper.
Well, I mean, technology changes. Before, look at it this way. Website building. When you and I were in high school, you had to use computer code to build a website. You had to learn C++ and JavaScript and all. You had to learn binary code to make websites and to post pictures and things like that. Then, over time, 10 years later, now you could go and basically make, like, PowerPoint presentation websites without the use of code. It was gone. And even today, you can go to websites and you can have AI build your website.
I think Wix.com was one of the starts of that.
Yeah, so I mean, I might even, once I get money, I might actually have our website rebuilt with AI because it might actually be beneficial to us.
Because it takes so long to have someone work on it, frame by frame, the website, and they never finish it.
Yep, so I mean, nowadays website design is so much easier because, like, not just AI, but before AI, they made it more simplistic. It was like, you didn't see all the codes and the bells and whistles and stuff. You couldn't even write code anymore. You had to drag and drop pictures and pick styles, and the websites would build themselves.
I honestly think, like, that people should, like, if they need AI to help them in their business, like, they should use it, but they should also sort of have an idea how to do it themselves, just in case, you know, AI doesn't work out for them. Like, they should be able to figure out how to do it without it. Like, I think that it would be a good idea.
There are a couple things that I think AI should never be used for, though. AI should not be part of our missile defense system.
No.
AI should not be in charge of any weapons or food distribution because the computer will realize that mankind is responsible for all the wars and Skynet will happen.
Yeah, Skynet.
As long as AI stays in the entertainment section, for like art and music and videos and games.
If it's in charge of distributing food for people or something that has to do with compassion for taking care of people, I don't trust a computer because a robot would just kill everyone.
Yeah.
They just see us as fleshy, like, people eating resources and just kill everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Because people are like, oh, you know, that kind of stuff can't happen. You can't have, like, Skynet happen. It's like, you give AI control of our missile defense system. Whatever stupid president does that, we're hosed, because if there's any type of computer virus or if there's any type of problem and AI just suddenly is like, humans are the problem, no more humans.
Right.
You know, just start World War III.
Right, like we're the parasite, we're the virus.
So that's what I worry about with AI. I don't worry about, like, entertainment stuff, because if it's too busy making entertainment and all this other stuff, not only am I going to be entertained watching their entertainment, because it's really interesting so far, but I don't have to worry about them doing freaky stuff.
I also think, like, personally, I think that, like, AI, like, programs to help people, like, there's, like, AI therapist programs.
Creepy.
And I think that that is probably not a good idea. Like, I don't think it's good to get advice from a robot on how to live your life, because literally I think you need another human being to listen to you. Like, I just don't think that you need to listen to an algorithm of what the computer thinks you want to hear. Like, so if you're having a problem, I think you really need to listen to an actual therapist. You know.
No. Oh, use withdrawal.
I wish there was an AI program that could automatically get you the best price on your taxes. By going through adding up all of your expenses and everything and automatically getting you the best price. That would be amazing.
Goodbye, H&R Block. Yeah, things to help everyday use, because people are like, well, I mean, AI does everything. It's like, I've used AI to make art and stuff like that. You still have to program the prompt, and the prompt has to... It's not perfect. Like, out of all the stuff you're going to generate for pictures or whatever... It's not always going to work. So you have to, like, you know...
It would be, like, I think it would be interesting to, like, use AI, make a picture, and then you Photoshop the picture to make it more like what you actually want.
That's what a lot of people do. A lot of, like
change it.
AI artists or whatever, they make the image, and then they fix it in Photoshop if it has any problems, because
like
it is gonna have
fingers
six
or something.
fingers, weird like lip with like anime character smiles. The problem I had when I was doing that one indie game, and I was making the Zelda art, sometimes like Zelda would have like 3 eyes. She'd have like an eye in the middle of her forehead, or like she would have like teeth in her nose. So then I would have to go in with Photoshop and I'd have to remove that stuff because it looked too weird.
Yeah.
But you could see where I tried to fix the image because I'm not very good at like getting the right color to replace the color.
But the truth is, like, there's so many things that will never be replaced by AI. Like if you own a sandwich shop, for instance, and you're sitting there cutting the cheese and making the sandwiches and
cutting the cheese
and selling them and to customers and greeting customers, like none of that can be done. A robot can't do any of those things. They can't cut the cheese. The robot can't wash the lettuce, cut the cheese, put the mustard on the sandwich, make a delicious sandwich, wrap it in. The robots can't do that. They're stuck in a computer. And they even have robots now that they've tried to make there are a few restaurants where like robots, like when I was taking my cooking classes, I had to watch some videos about robots there's some restaurants in the world that you can watch some robots make you food from the back. But these robots aren't like, the people basically have to hand them the plates and then the robots are like chopping and stuff. So it's...
Robots are chopping the plates?
No, they're chopping the food on the counter.
Okay.
But the robot, there's a few things like there's a few restaurants that have gimmicky robots that are like moving the pan back and forth over the fire and like, so it's like, yeah, robots can do some tasks, but they're not to the point where a human could cook or, or do construction work or whatever. Like, there's a lot of things that robots cannot do and probably will never be able to do, honestly.
I still think people need to be careful though, because I'm paranoid about robots.
I was just listening to somebody talking about that today on YouTube, saying that they felt that James Cameron was one of the was he the guy who was the guy who made the first Terminator movie? Is that James Cameron?
I thought so.
Well, this person was saying the guy who made the first Terminator movie is, number one, they felt that they were a genius, and number two, that whenever he's asked about that movie, he said, I tried to warn you all, but nobody listened to me. And, like, apparently whoever made that first Terminator movie made it as a warning, it wasn't a fun, like, oh, this is a cool sci-fi thing. They made it like, this will happen if you let computers take over.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not joking around. Like, they did it like as a warning. The person who, let me look at this up. But yeah, I was just listening to that, and so honestly, I do think that you're right. I think it has a huge potential of doing that.
What about the movie The Matrix?
I mean, that's not really about that's not really about computers taking... Well...
But yes, it is.
It is about computers taking over and destroying the world and then creating a simulation.
Farming humans.
Yeah, but, I mean,
Farming human emotions.
That would be way in the future. Like, you'd have to worry about a Terminator scenario happening first. Like, you'd have to worry about the actual us getting eliminated first. I mean, I would say that the Matrix would be the least of your problems, because that's the aftermath of us already dying. We're already dead at that point, so I mean, there's really nothing we could do about it at that point.
Well, you're more alive than in a Terminator situation. You're just hooked up to a computer.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. Like, I would be more worried about the Terminator coming to pass than the Matrix. At the Matrix part, you wouldn't have to worry about that at this point, because... I mean, that would be way in the future. That would be if you already got taken over by robots. I would be more concerned about Terminator situation.
You said that.
I know, I'm just saying it again.
People would say blasphemy when you had a newspaper. The reason why people were so scared about the printing press is because they deemed that only people who were really high up in the religious field were allowed to read, and the idea of the public having access to material that was supposed to be read by a pastor and things like that, it was showing that the church was going to lose power and stuff like that. But when more people actually had the Bible and it was translated in their own language, more people came to Christianity. So it was actually the printing press was a very big deal that worked in the opposite way that the church thought, because
I mean, just think about it. Like, people say TV is evil, but look at all the televangelists that are like broadcasting their sermons online.
What's funny is, because of Gutenberg's printing press, the Bible is still the #1 most published book in the world. No book has ever come close to being translated in almost every language, and it's been, the top seller for like thousands of years. No other book comes close.
True.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say every language. Most of the language. It's in
almost every.
It's in about 80 languages out of like 96 countries or something.
I'm gonna say that it's in more languages than that, Luke.
You gonna say more languages than that?
Oh yeah.
There's only like 96 countries there.
There's a lot of languages.
No, Pikachu! Yeah. I lost Pikachu.
The whole Bible is in over 770 languages. The New Testament alone is in 1,790 languages. And there is scripture that has been translated in over 4,000 languages.
Wow.
So, and now you said that there's only 90 countries in the world.
I thought there was. I was reading about like how many countries in the world have the draft, because everybody was freaking out about World War III, and it said that about 85 countries have the draft, and the United States is not one of them.
It says that there are, according to Google, there are
195.
195 countries in the world.
So out of 195 countries, 86 have the draft. Like, you know what a draft is.
Oh, there are considered to be 195 sovereign states. But I really think there are more than that, because this is saying, according to the besides 193 countries, besides the Vatican and the state of Palestine, which are not considered countries. And then it's funny, they said 195. Oh, I was just thinking 195. They go, some may consider 196 because they may or may not include Taiwan. That's interesting that literally Taiwan is the only country besides the Vatican and Palestine that's not considered a country. That is sad.
I went inside a rock tunnel, but it's pitch black and scary. If I could get a Pokemon to use a flashlight and light it up... Where am I now? Route 2! Where is this?
I would have thought there'd be a lot more countries than that wouldn't be considered a country.
I don't know. A fainted Pokemon just has no energy left to battle. It can still use moves like Cut outside of the battle. Where's Cut? I'm looking for a Pokemon. Want to trade? No. I don't have one. So that's how you get a Mr. Mime.
What about, like, tribes in the middle of the, like Amazon or the Congo jungle? Are those considered countries?
I thought those were tribes.
Yeah, like, there's people that live in areas and, like, govern themselves, but they're not They're not necessarily in a country. They're like in a tribe or something. Ugh.
You were right that the Bible is the most popular book in the world. Yeah, it's crazy how long it's been around and how many people have it. And it's all thanks to Gutenberg's press.
Well, also, there were thousands of copies made of the Bible within the first few years, even in the early church.
Yeah, I know, but the Bible wasn't allowed to be distributed to the public, so the Gutenberg's press was like how a lot of people were able to read it.
It wasn't allowed to be distributed to the public with the Catholic Church. People read it in the early church days before the Catholic Church became a thing.
I accidentally killed Pikachu, so we have to get out of the cave. Yeah, no, people were freaking out online about stuff a little while ago. They were like, this is how the draft is going to come back in America, but it's like the draft didn't come back during Desert Storm, the draft didn't come back during 9/11. 9/11, very close to getting the draft back. But it didn't happen. And then there was a bunch of other, like, military escapades. We were a volunteer army. Now, there's 85 countries in the world that required not only citizens, like male citizens between the ages of 18 and 41 to serve at least 2 years in the military. Korea is one of the most popular ones that they demand that. But every other country, they have a draft system. If they go to war, it's not a volunteer position. They will recruit you. United States, they have to go through, I forget what they need to do in order to get the draft back, but they tried to open the draft during 9/11, and they couldn't do it. Like, Congress and the House wouldn't allow it to pass. Like, W tried, but it didn't work. So, I don't think Mr. Orange can get it that easily either.
Yeah, it would take a lot.
It would take a lot. Why can't we shift to Charmeleon? Oh, that's why.
What?
He set a trap. We're in trouble. So we have to wait until the Diglett comes up, and it's gonna hurt us and kill us. And now it'll allow us to bring in a Pokemon, because the Pokemon... Yeah. So now we can bring in Charmeleon. It set a trap, and it wouldn't let people do it.
Oh, yeah.
Metal Claw.
Yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, I know, like, tribes of different areas are part of countries near them, but I still think, like, that it is kind of interesting that there are tribes of people that are not a country, but they do govern themselves. They just live in remote areas. So there are more than 195 places that are governing themselves. They're just not considered countries. Like, there are people that live up way north, towards the North Pole. I've seen documentaries about not only Inuit people, but also there are tribes of people that live, they're not Russians. They're like people that live north of Russia in these tribes, and they live off the land. Like, there's tribes of people everywhere in the world. Like, all over, you know.
Finally! Got you. Okay, Diglett fell asleep. Alright, so now we're gonna bring in a Pokemon. Unless he made everything difficult in the Pokemon account. Ah, there we go. I mean, we're not really gonna get into that alpha, but... No, I think that there needs to be a lot of wars before there's Armageddon. Now, if countries that are nuclear powers go to war, yes, Armageddon, because it only takes one nuke to wipe out the world. But we don't tend to... It's kind of interesting that most of these countries, even the US, when we bully other nations, we're bullying people that don't have nukes. So,
Right.
and the other countries, when they bully other people, they don't have nukes either. The nuclear power countries have not bullied each other since the Cold War.
Right.
If they do, pray. Because it will only take one of the nuclear-powered countries to set off Armageddon. So, as far as I know, Iran is not a nuclear power. So, you know. But the United States is. England is. Japan is not. I think Dubai is. But I don't
know.
I thought there's only 12 nations that have nukes.
I don't know.
And they each have hundreds of nukes, though. Or more.
Yeah.
You sent a picture of your tattoo? Oh no, we lost Jigglypuff.
I'll send you a picture of my tattoo, says Jacob.
I mean, I would hope so, Alpha.
Well, I sent you a picture of my tattoo. Where did you send it, Jacob? On Twitter?
Probably to my Twitter.
Alright, Luke, we'll check it out later. Thank you, Jacob.
Yeah, Miss Deanna, there was a Treaty of Nations that are the only ones left that have nukes. My hope is that someday people will disarm, like, completely, because these other nations prevent anybody else from having nuclear stuff. It's been that way since the 50s.
Well, it is less than that. It's just only 9 countries have nuclear weapons.
Yeah, about that. Is Dubai one of them, or no? China, U.S., Russia, England. Not Japan.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, so I have the list of 9 here according to Google. I don't know if this is correct.
It is correct.
Wow, okay, North Korea has nukes. India, Pakistan, United Kingdom, Israel, France, China, United States, and Russia.
Wait, France has them?
Yep,
Oh no.
France has them. We better be nicer to them.
France has had... Maybe that's why that one people want to own France so much. Because France is a nuclear power.
Oh, right.
Interesting.
Yeah, wow.
Wait, when did North Korea has working ones?
They made their own. But things aren't that. But things really aren't that. I don't really think that things are that bad. Like things go in waves. Like people thought the night. Things go in waves. Like if you guys wanted, like Alpha, if you wanted a bad decade, what about the 1930s, like the Dust Bowl, like read like the Grapes of Wrath and stuff, or like the 1920s, like the Great Depression. That was a bad time.
Mm-hmm.
Like this time that we're living in isn't that bad.
No.
It's not really that bad. There's been way worse decades. I mean, living through World War II, that would be bad. Living through the Civil War, that would be bad. Living in the Middle Ages, as a serf or whatever. I mean, living in, certain countries at certain times of the world. There's a lot worse things. Like, literally, as long as you don't live near a big city in the United States, you're pretty fine. Like, it's only big cities that are having a lot of crime right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that bad, actually. They're just overdoing it on the news. I don't think that it's really that bad, personally. But that's because I don't live near a big city, so.
Well, they're overdoing it on the news because the news wants to scare people and keep them under control. So if you keep surrounding people with bad news, of course people are going to be scared.
Compared to other decades, it's not bad. Because even in, like, the 1970s, for instance, people were always very depressed. All of the movies from the 1970s, except for, some of the movies were cool. But a lot, you look at some movies from the 1970s, and people were always wearing brown and and yellow, and they were always kind of like had this jaded look at things getting bad. And then you know, like, then some really great things happened, like the Berlin Wall came down, the 1980s happened, and all this music explosion of like really cool like 80s music and cartoons and happiness, and the 90s happened. So it's gonna go in waves. Like, I guarantee you, like, the world isn't just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. It's gonna go in waves. Like, I guarantee you, like, I guarantee you, Alpha, you're probably gonna grow up and have grandkids, and it will be fine. Like, it's probably not gonna be that bad as you think.
I can't progress this story with all this. Okay. Did you see the SS Anne marooned in the harbor? Moored in the harbor. No, but I need to go there. Alright, so we're finally going to go on the ship, guys. I just wanted Amber to be able to talk about what she needed to. And now we're going to go on the ship. Wait, do I have to fight these people? The SS Anne is famous luxury ship cruiser. It visits Vermilion once a year. Also, honey, it's 10 o'clock. Welcome to the SS Anne. Excuse me, but do you have a ticket? Yes. Great! Welcome to the SS Anne. There we go. Wait, why aren't they fighting me? The passengers are restless from this long voyage. You've been docked. You might be challenged by more bored ones. Okay. Why didn't you challenge me? Bonjour! I am a waiter of this ship. I will be happy to serve you anything you please. Le strong silent type? Okay. We're on a cruise liner. This ship is a luxury liner for trainers of the world. At every spot, we hold parties. Well, where's all the trainers to fight? I've journeyed far and wide, but in all my travels, I've never seen any Pokemon sleep like this one. Oh, it was something like this. Okay. Okay. I'll just explain as Amber. Like, life would be really bad if you had to catch roadkill to make dinner. Because that's what happened during the Great Depression. And people had to put hot water and ketchup in order to have tomato soup. You would get one piece of bread a couple times a week. You would not be able to buy flour very much. And then when the war effort started, people in America during World War II, food rations was very low. Because all the food, all the important stuff went to the soldiers overseas. Like, that were deployed in Germany and Russia and France and that kind of stuff. Africa. So all your basic necessities, like toothpaste and all that stuff, was sent over to our troops. So the people, even during World War II in America, suffered, like everyday people. You couldn't eat what you want, you couldn't do what you wanted. It wasn't until after the war that everything boomed with technology and things like that too. So we've gone to places where, like, oh no, the stock market went down a little bit. But there's been no bread lines. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced a bread line. I can't think of, in my lifetime, that I've seen a bread line. Or where the government comes to your house and distributes, like, not money, but actual food. What you're allowed to eat, what you're not allowed to eat. That hasn't happened either. So that has actually happened in other countries during the pandemic. So we haven't experienced that. America is a very rich and prosperous country that it could fall someday, but Orange Man won't do it. It'll take a lot. You know? So I wouldn't worry about what people talk about on social media too much. Bonjour. Imagine seeing you here. You were really invited? I doubt it. Where's your Pokédex, huh? I already caught 40 kinds, pal. Different kinds are everywhere. Crawl around in grassy areas and look hard for them. I have not caught 40 Pokemon. I'm ashamed. I've caught maybe 11. Level 19. Well, people, I mean, it's like, it's kind of like doom scrolling where people, like, they see things that are bad and they get scared about it, but as someone who's experienced, like, actual terrible things like 9/11 and other things like that, it could be much, 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 much worse, like what's going on right now. Social media and stuff and people arguing and, you know, feelings hurt and things like that and people saying words, that's nothing. People actually getting hurt and seeing people jump out of skyscrapers and things like that, that's bad.
Yeah, I mean, like, you guys, you realize that they bombed a ton of countries in the Middle East, like, the last several decades, that nobody talked about on the news.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Syria and Damascus was completely destroyed. Like, during the Obama administration, it was completely bombed.
Oh, yeah, we did attack Syria.
It was Damascus, the entire city was completely destroyed, and that dictator, I believe, was taken out. In fact, he wasn't even a dictator. He was a person who was, like, literally, that was a secular government. And there was freedom of religion there. And Syria is, like, a really important place. And in fact, that was an extremely important place in the Middle East, because it was one of the few secular governments that allowed freedom of religion. So you guys have to understand that this is not the worst. Taking out a person who is literally torturing their own citizens and killing their own citizens, and their own citizens are in the street begging for help, is not a bad thing. Like, literally, there's so many other bad things that have happened.
As long as we're not stuck over there for a decade.
Like, literally, we're always... There's been all kinds of stuff that you guys probably never hear about on the news for decades.
No, it all depends
Like,
on what they want you to hear.
Like, you guys aren't paying attention to the news. Like, there's tons of leaders that have been taken out in the Middle East in the last couple decades, and very important ones. This is the least, like, bump in the road that you would, it's literally, they're blowing this out of proportion.
It won't be blown out of proportion if it takes too long, though. I don't want to be over in a thing for 10 years again. Like,
the only reason why this whole situation is being blown is these, you know, this particular country is making all these threats and saying they're going to destroy our country and stuff. But that's how this country is. They always make threats like this. They always try to scare and bully everyone around them. Like this, that's their MO, you know. So just don't, you know, you guys don't want to let it, you know, there's so many other countries that this has happened to in the last like 10, 15, 20 years. Literally, if you actually looked up on Google or if you actually looked up on the news, you would see that this is the least, like crazy thing that has happened in the last couple decades. You guys just haven't been hearing about it on the news.
provided it doesn't last long. If it drags on, it's bad. Because everybody promises, oh, it's not going to be that long. 10, 11, 12 years later, still over there. So...
yeah, I mean, as
that's
long as
my
we
stance.
it's already done, though.
I'll believe it when I see it. Because I've heard so many times where politicians have been like, oh, we won! We're still over there. So... like I said, I'll believe it when I see it. Because I don't trust anybody when they say mission accomplished and then still hear about US soldiers getting killed. So, not mission accomplished. Yummy yum. Hello, Linky. No, not my... oh, I'm screwed. How did he beat my Charmeleon? Oh, no. Gary got my Charmeleon? That's bad. Alright, Pikachu. Light this fool up. Winning! And don't forget to take your BP, honey. There we go. That's how we do that. Wait, I got him? I got him! You got my Charmeleon, though. That makes me upset. Now I'm not gonna get any experience. At least you're raising your Pokemon, I suppose. Whatever. Water beats fire. Oops. Hey, I heard there was a cut master on board, but he was just seasick old man. Cut itself is really useful. Yep, it'd be handy. You should go see him too. I got decimated. Alright, save. Wait, don't go forward to that room. Go where? What? The captain said he's awfully sick. I hear many people get seasick. I get seasick. That's why I don't like going on boats. Me and my daddy think the Safari Zone is awesome. I wish we could go there again. Have you been to the Safari Zone? There are many kinds of rare Pokemon. Okay, where do I get cut? No, it means the people born during the foundation of that country.
I don't believe that. I think that it can be many decades after.
It is going to be many decades after. 2050, 2060. Alright. Which do you find more worthy, a strong or rare Pokemon? Why am I fighting this old man? Oh no. The gentleman put out... Oh, I got this. I got this. You got this, Pikachu. Beat the old man. Yeah! Yup. Good job, Pikachu. Gentleman sent out Ponyata. No. Light it up! Ah. Ah? I don't remember that. I don't believe I saw you at the party. I'm sorry I didn't go to the party. Because I didn't become a YouTube partner until 2009. Nope. Yup. We were both working. I don't know. Well, the pony should be pronounced as defeated, because I defeated the pony. Haha. Pikachu gained 315 experience points. Alright, so what's going to happen, guys, is Mario thing will be after Resident Evil tomorrow. So we'll get Leon. Leon with a sniper rifle trying to help Grace out. And then we'll go to whatever the Mario game is. I don't know what the Mario game's going to be, but it'd probably be like around the Pokemon time slot. Like 7:30, 7:15, 8 o'clock. Ash got $288 for winning. There might be a little bit of a delay on the Resident Evil stream. It won't be a 3-hour delay like today. Because I was getting into it with a troll. Which, probably shouldn't have done that, but... tomorrow we find out if we're getting this place that we've been looking at. The screening process is over tomorrow. So that's that New York place that we want. It's a little bit out of our price range, but they said they would negotiate. Small trees can be chopped down using the move Cut. But remember, this cut is on HM technique. Once learned, it is not so easily discarded. Did you give me Cut? Watch out for Linky. Ah, yes, I can see Pokemon ferry people across the water. Give me cut! Everybody talking about cut, but not giving me cut. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing something Mario related tomorrow. Check out what I fished up. Oh no. Why is he fishing in the hotel room? Alright, Fisherman Dale, let's go. Ha! You used the fish. I'm gonna use lightning. Bye-bye. I'm winning. Did you take your BP? Okay. Uh-huh.
That's what NASA says. Because there's an asteroid that might hit us then. So I was just looking at stuff about that. It just shows that people are always freaking out about everything.
Honey, they've been saying, like, off and on. There was an asteroid that was supposed to hit us in 1989. Well, then they should probably send something up there to blow it up. Be a good use for our nuclear weapons to send them into space. I'm just saying.
The asteroid is named after some kind of Egyptian god. I forgot. God of destruction from Egypt.
Competing against the young keeps me youthful. No! Yeah, I know. Ah, it's a Pikachu versus my Pikachu. Oh, no. I'm gonna do a slam. That worked. Pikachu! I defeated Gentleman Brooks. Good match, I see. I feel young again. Yo! He gave mad money, too. You found Stardust. 15 years ago, I would have won. Sure. Sure. Let's go with that. I've joined journeyed far and wide. Pokemon. Okay, yep. Yeah, but it's just hard because, like, people all the time say lots of dumb stuff. Like, everybody was living in fear of Nostradamus. The world was supposed to end in 1989. Everybody was in a panic, and then they're like, oh, no, he meant, like, the world would end in 1999, year Y2K. The world didn't end. Everybody thought the world was going to end in 9/11. Everybody, like, a lot of European countries thought the U.S. would, like, nuke the Middle East into oblivion. Never happened. You know? I don't think people are that evil that they would literally want to annihilate the entire planet. I don't think we have any, like, Jokers or Ra's al Ghuls running around. Our captain is a sword master. He's awesome at using cut. Ah! That's useful. So it's hard for me when people do all this doom and gloom stuff, because it's like, I've lived through so many potential end-of-the-world scenarios. Like, we actually heard the old World War II warning sirens on 9/11. Like, if you guys want to experience terror, those old sirens that they used to play when, like, people had to worry about, like, somebody, you know, enemy aircraft coming into our space, like our airspace, and them, like, playing those warning sirens, those were going off all over the place in New York during 9/11. So a lot of people thought the world was ending then. That was scary. Because nobody knew what was going on. Can Pikachu beat Machamp? Find out. Oh yeah, Machamp got electrocuted. There we go. No. I don't even remember why everybody thought the world was going to end with Y2K, though. I think it's because our computers couldn't round up to... Everything was 999, 99, 99 or something like that. Nothing could do additional digits. Yeah. Hey, matey, let's do a little jig. Okay. Yeah, it probably had to do with a binary code or something like that. No, you have to get to sleep. But I'm just saying, as me as a skeptic, it's very hard for me to believe that anyone other than the Big 12 that have, like, weapons of mass destruction are actually can do anything. It's the countries that are equipped that you need to worry about. And the biggest one you have to worry about is Russia. Which has always been the case. Oh. But even as crazy as Putin is, I don't think he wants to destroy the world either. He wants to conquer the world, he don't want to destroy it. Huh? I don't know who keeps asking about that. Ah. Okay, I'll watch it later, hun. Yeah, I would agree with that. When the sun explodes, that'll be the end of the world. Yeah. In Soviet Russia, world conquers you, yeah. And now the stream is banned in Russia. I always get banned in Russia. Mostly for doing, Boris accent, or, Zangief accent. My paw said there were 100 kinds of Pokemon. I think there are more. There are more! I'm from the future. There's way more Pokemon than 100. Scrubbing the decks is hard work. Yes, yes it is. I feel ill. Same. Yeah, I would say asteroids hit the Earth a lot. Yeah. It's just they're not, like, big enough to do anything. Also, I remember one year, I think it was like 25 years ago, it was all over the news. People were like, there's an asteroid that's so huge. And the asteroid came into our space finally, and they're like, oh, it's much smaller than we think it is, and it's gonna hit the ocean. And everybody was like, oh my gosh. And they had, like, end of the world asteroid things, and all these people are talking stuff. It was like, barely did any damage, and it crashed in the ocean somewhere, you know? What people have to understand is scientists aren't always right, they guess. They're like, they have like a 50-50 shot of being right. Usually. Case in point, they said global warming was real. Now they're freaking out because the ice caps are growing instead of melting. So for 30 years they're telling the world, oh my gosh, we're all gonna flood because all the ice caps are melting, and now the ice caps are growing and getting bigger, and they're like, they're not saying anything. They're like, they're not even like, oops, our bad. We're sorry for making the world panic for 30 years. They just, no comment. It's like, well, aren't you happy that it shows that the ice caps are getting bigger again? That's good, right? And they're like, derp, So it's like, I view people as, to error is human. So even scientists, I don't look at it as like they're smart. It's like they have educated guesses and they get lucky every once in a while. But they make a lot of mistakes and they never, own up to it. It's like they basically been causing fear propaganda for like the world flooding for 35 years. And now that the world's not flooding and the ice caps are actually growing, which they said would never happen. They're always telling people, no, it's never going to happen. Global warming, blah, blah, blah. It's like ice caps are getting bigger in Antarctica, Greenland, all this other place. And they're just all silent now. It's like, you going to apologize for the past 35 years? No? Okay. They made entire movies about it, too. I believe there was a movie about the world flooding and wiping out civilization. I think it came out in like 1999 or something like that. I don't remember the name of it, but there was a lot of weird movies in the 90s and stuff like that. That was the biggest thing that everybody was worried about, the world flooding. That I can recall. Yeah, I would say Putin's like, we're banned in Russia anyway. He's like Piccolo, yeah. He wants to control the world. Demon King Piccolo. Dun, 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 dun. Global police and Pokemon? Yeah, I thought that's a thing. Uh-oh. I collected these Pokemon from all over the world! No! Oh yeah, there was a water movie with Kevin Costner. I remember that. That's how we got the joke from IGN, too much water. I believe? Yeah, I think that's how that meme started with IGN. Too much water. Yeah, Water World. It was so weird. It was like, I actually saw Water World. Don't even know why we made so many quotes about that movie in gaming. It was such a weird movie. Did Mad Max exist in the 80s? I know Kenshiro existed, but did we have Mad Max in the 80s as well? Ah, okay. So Mad Max was a movie that released in 1979. That makes sense why it's so depressing. Okay. It was a 70s movie. Late 70s. And Mad Max inspired Kenshiro. Kenshiro. Yeah. Oh, wow. Wait, Fist of the North Star came out when I was born? Huh. And the anime came out when Amber was born. Wow, no wonder she likes that character so much. I was like, why do you like that guy? He's so weird. Amber's a kindred spirit with Kenshiro, that's why. You're already dead. So, the Fist of the North Star is inspired by Mad Max. That makes sense. It's all connected. And Waterworld is inspired by Mad Max. Instead of desert, it's water. It all makes sense. We're cruising around the world, my children and I. You all look the same. Wait, somebody's been poisoned? I gotta get off this boat. My Pokemon are gonna die. Get me out of here. Ah. Help! I gotta get off. Oh no. Yeah, Mad Max was 1979. Yeah. No! My heavy hitter is gone, man! How do I get out of here? Okay, good. Alright, we're gonna bring our Pokemon back to life, and then we're going back to USSAN. Or, yeah, SSAN, or whatever you want to call it. Enterprise, who cares? Yes, I know, all my Pokemon are dead. They're in bad shape. How am I finished? I just go back. What are you talking about? I just go heal and then I come back. Hey, if they all came back and I have to fight them again, that's cool because I'll get more experience. Doesn't bother me. I don't play Pokemon like other people. Because I'm not amazing at Pokemon. Welcome to the SSN. Excuse me, do you have a ticket? Yes. Great. Thank you. Like I said, if we have to fight people all over again, that's cool. Because then I'll get more experience. Stronger than before. See, was it this cabin? There were people in here? Hey, fight me. I'm a global police agent. I'm on the trail of Team Rocket. They're up to no good, causing trouble in the world's neighborhood. Alright, children, fight me. Listen, let me be friends, okay? We can trade Pokemon and stuff. No. Yeah, see, I was allowed to leave. Wigglypuff. A world cruise is so elegant yet cozy. Fight me, child. Fight me! I'm always travel with Wigglytuff. Well, that's disappointing. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Waiter, I would like a cherry pie, please. Do I look like a waiter to you? Do I? There we go. You insolent pup! How dare you barge in! Oh no! Thunderbolt! Yeah! Pikachu gained 243 experience. We'll bring in Charmeleon. Oh, wow! Pikachu surpassed Charmeleon. Whoa! Okay. No, don't get poisoned. Oh. Nuts! You rude child! You have no sense or courtesy. Well, thank you for giving me $1,000. Please tell me I have antidote. Yay, I've won. Okay. There you go. All better. Please don't go off the ship. Ow. Now my ear hurts. Yeah, save it anyway. Yeah. No need to waste antidote. I mean, I was already poisoned. You look tired. Would you like to take a rest? Oh. That's your Pokemon Center. A girl's bed. Wait, that's not a rig. Never mind. Now you don't have to go back. I am but a solitary traveler. My sole companions and friends are Pokemon. Okay. I'll get more antidotes later. I'm just gonna run back to that girl's room and jump in bed. Wait. You know, it sounded better in my head. Uh-oh. Alright guys, after this battle, we're gonna have to release the other part of the Mario short. Because we're in trouble. After I beat this old man. It's okay if, just so you know, if today's stream goes into midnight, it's fine. Because we are already paid so much fan funding during Resident Evil that it doesn't matter. You know? Like, I'm not a greedy person. Like, I already received so much fan funding on Resident Evil that it basically carried the entire day. So, if this stream counts towards tomorrow's revenue, that's fine. But I have to release the next, did I say Pokemon short? I have to release the next part of the Mario short, because we're almost under 1,000 views. So we'll be continuing this probably after midnight for a little while. But I have to release the Mario short like now. So if you guys want to help watch the Mario short, once the Mario short has like around 100 views or something like that, we can continue the stream. 100, 200 views. We're at about 10:07 now, so I gotta go. I'll be back. Sorry guys, had to take care of some stuff. I got some paperwork from the apartment place. Anyway. Where are we again? We're on the ship. Ship. How did you guys do with the short? I wasn't really paying attention. Okay. So, how did the short do? 450 views on the short. Okay. Hi guys. Sorry about that. Again, remember we're dealing with so much stuff with the move and things like that that distractions are very, very likely. Which is unfortunate, but there's not much I can do about it, you know? Passengers are restless from the long voyage. You might be challenged by more bored ones. Okay, go for it. I just have to come back up to this floor. Remember where we parked, guys and gals. My buddy Machoke is super strong. He has enough strength to move big rocks. Uh-huh. Ash found a super potion. Oh, that's useful. Wow. What kind of cat is Zelda? She's a Russian blue mixed with a Siamese. So, she was breeded with a breeded Russian blue with Siamese, and that's how you got Zelda. That's why Zelda is one of the most unique Russian blues ever born, because she's a Siamese and Russian blue. There are very few Russian blues that have white. They're usually all gray, or bluish gray. Tink and Shadow were both full Russian blues. Zelda's a half-breed. And Link is, of course, a tabby. Link is what do you call it? A cute little tabby. I mean, not cute, little. He's a tabby. Nothing little about that guy. Yeah, I'm gonna miss her a lot, Uncle Howdy. It's gonna be hard. I'm gonna miss my house too, you know? I grew to like this place after a while. This has been my home for almost a decade. I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss complaining about not being able to see the TV, and everything's gonna change. Like, Amber told me, just so you know, our next place, the living room is not gonna be the office. And I was like, yeah, I know. So, we're gonna have the internet installed in one of the bedrooms, and that's gonna become my new office, and that's where everything is gonna be done. So, you know, I'm gonna be, if Amber wants to come see me, she'll have to come into the office, because that's where I'll be. The living room would just be a living room. The only reason my office wasn't in the office area very much outside of making lore videos is because the internet was down here. The landlord wouldn't let us install the internet upstairs. So, yeah, unfortunately there's nothing I can do about Zelda though. Like the 3 different people who were looking at places to live in May, they've all said that only one cat. And Zelda's a risk, Link is not. Link is a very good boy. We'll keep Pikachu out. Will I miss Pennsylvania? Yeah. Yep. Because upstate New York is very different than Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. Whoops. Dang, Pikachu grew leveled up again. Whoa. You spirit sank me. Okay. You sunk my battleship. Okay. Was anybody else here? Did you see the fishing guru? Yeah. Excuse me. They say about sailors and battling. No. Does everyone here love the new Mario Galaxy trailer? It's pretty cool. It looks like the movie's gonna be out of this world. I think it's gonna be fun. It's the last movie that I'll see in Pennsylvania. Good battle, mate. Yep. It's a cup with a Pokemon mark on it. Oh no! I like feisty kids like you. Uh-oh. You're probably gonna see the movie on Easter Sunday? On Easter? I don't know when I'm gonna take Amber to see it. Why are we moving to New York? We got evicted. It's not really an eviction, but it's like an eviction. There's a clause in our contract that says that either party, the landlord or the tenant, can refuse to renew the lease for whatever reason. The apartment decided to use the clause that they will not renew the lease, so we have to be out of here one day before our 20th wedding anniversary. So we have to be out of our home by June 2nd. One day before our anniversary. And we found out on February 23rd. Which is why, James, that's why stream music lasts so long, is because I'm constantly on the phone, I'm on websites, I'm talking to the moving company, I'm ordering moving materials like boxes and all kinds of stuff. Like I'm juggling like multiple hats like between streams. More so than I ever have. Usually between streams I would relax and, you know, get something to eat or maybe watch an anime or take a nap or something. While the music is running, I could get like an hour power nap. I've been doing everything I can to, you know, get the transition process of going from Pennsylvania to New York as smoothly as possible. And tomorrow I find out if I get the key place that I've been hoping for. Yeah, one of the sad things about moving to New York, we're only allowed one cat. Most places will allow one cat, one dog, not two. And since Zelda is a potty risk, because she has liver problems, we can't bring her. Link is much younger, so it would make sense that he would be the cat that we would take with us, because he's he's not an apartment risk, and he's young. He's a healthy boy, as far as we know, aside from his teeth. Yeah, we're gonna have to set up some type of crowdfunding in April. I don't know how to do that. I'm still researching how to do a crowdfund. I had to do a crowdfund for like $6 grand. Something like that. I have no idea how to do that. Even if we don't get all $6 grand, if we can get like 3 or something like that, or as close as possible, because the moving company is going to cost $4,000. I'm trying to haggle it down to like 35 or 3,400, but I don't know. They told me it depends how many boxes we have, so Amber's gonna throw out most of her stuff. She's like, she thinks she's like, oh, we'll have less than 50 boxes. We'll have 20. And I'm thinking, this room will take 7 boxes. The office will take 10. The bedroom will take 3 boxes. And then there's the kitchen. Even if she gets rid of most of the stuff in the basement, we're still gonna have a decent amount of stuff. I mean, that's nothing. Do you know how much it cost for us to move from Boston to Pennsylvania in 2015? To move from Boston, Massachusetts to Pennsylvania, like the central PA, it cost us $6,450. That's how much the moving company was. Pennsylvania is cheaper because Boston wanted, you know, over $6 grand in 2015. Probably today, moving from Boston to Pennsylvania would cost you 10 grand. So the fact that my moving company will do it for a little over 4 is pretty good. Plus with the condition that they might lower the price depending on how big our load is, how much furniture we have, how much boxes, things like that. So I could probably get the moving company down to like 3,500. That would be nice. The security deposit's going to be 3,000, so that's over 6,000 right there. You know, it's probably going to cost us $500 to get boxes, like to box everything. Between, I'm hoping we can get like, yeah, 50 boxes would probably be like $400 or $500. I don't know. Moving's very expensive. Even if I was moving down here, like to Pennsylvania, to another place, it would cost me at least $2,000 to move. You know? At the very least. Even Sailor said Pokemon 2. Hello, Sailor Huey. Huey? Huey? What's wrong with Linky's teeth? I don't know. The vet's never told me. They say it's non-fatal, it's just he has bad teeth. His owners before us didn't take care of his teeth, so his teeth got all bad. We can't fix all the damage that his previous owners did, you know? Not possible. Do we have a dog? No. We could get a dog in New York, I guess, if it lived outside. I don't know. I don't know how Link doesn't like dogs, though. Link is terrified of dogs. Both Zelda and Link are scared of dogs. Oh no! Hello, stranger. I can't tell if you're from seas or mountains, but stop and chat. All my Pokemon are from the sea! Have a good one, Uncle Howdy. Thunderbolt! I'm allergic to Link and dogs, yes. For Link, I take an allergy medicine. And how I get away with it is I don't have... Link's not allowed in our room. Because I can't breathe too well. If it's in a closed off room. This is a very big room, you know? The ceilings... I'm 6'4". The ceilings in this room are... How high are the ceilings? Let me see. I think the ceiling is like 12 feet high. So there's more room to breathe. Stay safe in New York. I'm not moving anywhere dangerous. Gonna live in a nice place in New York. And Amber and I will get more snow because upstate New York gets more snow. We'll be living in the mountains, so I'll be breathing better. I grew up in the mountains of New York, so I didn't have things like asthma and other respiratory stuff because, you know, we were like so many feet above sea level. Like thousands and thousands of feet, tens of thousands of feet above sea level. I'm in a valley in Pennsylvania, so we're not even in the mountains of Pennsylvania. Central PA has no mountains that I know of. You think you can figure out my favorite Zelda game? Good luck. Will you have your office in the living room? Not if Amber can help it. No, probably not. Every apartment we're looking for is everything's on one floor except for the basement. So the cable company can't say, "Oh, we can't install your cable upstairs," because I mean, there'd be no different than installing it in the living room or installing it in the bedroom. Whichever bedroom has the cable hookup, that is going to be the office. You have to understand that the office upstairs is the master bedroom for this apartment. Like, Amber and I took the smaller bedroom, like what would be considered the kids' bedroom, for our master bedroom, and the master bedroom turned into the office because it had, you know, cable hookup and stuff like that. But the landlord refused to have us run wires upstairs when we moved in, and they were like, "No, you can't do that." So everything has to be... She was like, "Well, you could just use Wi-Fi for everything." You can't use Wi-Fi for streaming. Streaming, you have to be plugged in, right? So, yeah, that was a problem. Oops. Oh, you're gonna kill my Pikachu again. Stupid clam. Alright, you know what? This is on. Shock it. Light it up. Thank you. I mean, I'm not going to live in New York City. I'm not living in New York City. I can't afford New York City. To live in a 3-bedroom house in New York City, it would cost you almost $4,000 a month. I can't afford that. My 3-bedroom basement apartment, finished basement, is gonna property's gonna get flipped here. It's gonna be about $2,300 or $2,400 a month. I'm paying $1,680 right now. When I moved into this apartment in 2017, it was $1,180, and I've been living here, and they've been upping the rent $50 or $75 every year. So most likely, the rumors I've heard is they're going to flip this entire like area of condos, and they're going to be selling the apartment for a new tenant at like $2,100 or $2,200 a month, which I would not be able to afford those prices. So I'm the place that I'm going to in New York is around $1,600, $1,680. You know, it's right around what I'm paying for this place. Delete a move to what? Agility? Isn't agility good? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. Oh. That's nothing. You want to know something crazy? Outside of Chicago in 2003, my apartment that I lived in with a roommate, it was a 2-bedroom apartment. It cost, outside of Chicago, was $900 for a 2-bedroom apartment. And my wife's studio apartment in Illinois, where she lived, my wife's studio apartment in college cost about $375 a month. I don't think we need agility. I don't think I'm going to learn agility, guys. I don't think it's good. Blah. Pikachu did not learn agility. Good for agility. Ah, Pikachu. Good for agility. Good job, agility. No! Matey, you're walking the plank if you lose. Oh, no. Please don't make me walk the plank. Oh, I'm gonna light him up. Okay, bye. Excuse me. Ugh. Da 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 da. Beaten by a kid. Arg. Yeah, well. Bloop. I think we talked to everybody now. Alright, let's go hang out in that girl's room. As terrible as that sounds. Thing is, these guys don't look like sailors, they look like chef hats. It's just my opinion, but they look like chef hats. My buddy Machoke is super strong. Strong enough to move big rocks. That's great. Ash found a hyper potion. Ooh. No, but, you know, Amber and I, we're gonna miss Pennsylvania very much. This might be the longest place I've ever lived in. We lived in Boston for 5 years. Amber and I lived with different people before we got married in Boston. So, I lived with my parents and I lived with somebody else, 2004 through 2006. And then Amber and I, of course, moved in when we got married. We lived on the outskirts of Boston. And then in 2012, or wait, no, 2007, we went to college in New York. And then we came back to Boston and we stayed in a basement of a person's house. They had a studio apartment in the basement, and it was $1,000 a month. And what sucked about that place is it, how do I explain it? The basement flooded. So, yeah. I woke up one morning and it was incredibly dangerous. It was the closest I ever came to dying from electricity. The basement flooded up to our our ankles. And there was electricity downstairs, right? Because they didn't tell us it flooded down there. So when the basement flooded, we had to find a place to live. But I still have some DVDs that got water damage. And my one of my entertainment centers, we had to throw it away because water had like gotten on the entertainment center thing. And some boxes got really messed up, but other than that, we didn't really have a lot of stuff when we first got married. Most of my games and stuff were in the basement of my parents' house. And then when we got a bigger place, when we lived in Avalon in Cape Cod, I went to my parents' house. I made several trips with all my stuff. And I brought it with me. So for the first time, like, all my stuff from high school and when I was a kid came with me. And I was able to store it in the, what I loved about Avalon, the Boston or the Cape Cod place, it had, it had walk-in closets. Really nice walk-in closets. So there was room for everything. We had room for so many things. Whoa. We're busy, out of the way. Now they're chefs. I saw an old berry in the trash. Wonder what that was. I'm sorry, I'm busy. Okay. I'm le chef. Le main course. Les guests will mutiny. Sniff, sniff. Only get to peel onions. Did you hear about Snorlax? It's a glutton. No other Pokemon eats and sleeps. Okay. Humdy ho. I peel spuds every day, yo. Okay. Ash found a great ball. Talking about the great ball. Thanks, real Nathan. Where am I supposed to go now? All right, I gotta go this way. I think we fought everybody, so we can go upstairs now. Captain, I feel hideous. Seasick. Rub the captain's back. Rub, rub, rub. Phew, thank you. I'm feeling much better now. Ah, you want to see my hidden cut technique? I could show you my prized cut. Sorry. I could show you my prized cut technique if I weren't so ill. I know, you can have this. Teach cut to your Pokemon, and you can see it cut anytime. Ash obtained HM0. Use cut. You can chop down small trees. Why not try it with the trees around Vermilion City? Yuck. Shouldn't have looked. View. Now that I'm not sick anymore, I guess it's time. The SS Anne will set sail soon. Farewell until I return to Vermilion City. Okay, now I gotta get off. Ugh. Now the ship's gonna take off. Alright, cool. So we did the whole ship then. So long! The SS Anne is a famous luxury cruiser. Yeah, it's gone. It won't be back. Or maybe it will be back, I don't know. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Whoops. I don't think I'm ready for these guys. I did my best. I have no regrets. Wait, did I already beat these guys? No. You watch all 80 of my streams a month? That's dedication. Thunderbolts! Oh, right. Oh. Is the Weeb Store game out yet? I probably have to do an ultimate tonight. What is that? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I was distracted by anime. My hobby is anime. Yep, you can't do a lot of PDA in Japan. You get in trouble. It's frowned upon. PDA is for inside your home. Or if you're, like, alone somewhere. No. Some people can get away with holding hands and stuff, but... No, I've been poisoned. Welcome to the slam. Yeah. What am I gonna play after this? Look at the bottom, what? Pikachu gained more experience. Good job, Pikachu. My Pokemon couldn't win. Haven't they grown enough? I don't know. Yeah! Been poisoned! Darn it, how do I cut? Wait, who has to learn cut? The cat? Hmm? Hey Naomi, do you want Scooby-Doo tonight? Now. Can I cut stuff now? Useful. Oh no! Oh, there was a gym down here. Crap, where's the thing? Where's the thing? My Pokemon are poisoned. Wow, Naomi, 28 months already. That's incredible. Should I try for the gym? Let's get our butt kicked by the gym. We'll at least attempt it. What could possibly go wrong? Everything. Meow. Because I have another stream slot if you want it, Naomi. It's a lightning gym? This place is not for kids. Ah. My Pikachu's gonna eat your Pikachu for breakfast. Ow. Yep. This is also gonna send out Pikachu? What? Slam. Goodbye. Is there a better Pokemon I could have taught Cut to? I don't know. I don't play Pokemon very much. You surprised me. Yeah, give me money. Alright, let's go to the gym. We'll be back. Yo, champ in the making! Lieutenant Sarge has a nickname. People refer to him as the Lightning American. He's an expert on electric Pokemon. Bird, water-type Pokemon match very poorly against electric-type. Beware of Polarisis. Lieutenant Sarge is very cautious. He's locked himself in, so he won't be easy getting in. Okay. Yeah. I have to cut this down every single time? That's wicked annoying. Yeah, I want to see the cat animation over and over and over again. Welcome to the Pokemon Center. What do you want to do? Heal, I guess. Naomi, did you see your Twitter or no? Oh wow, an ultimate I haven't talked to in months just got back to me. That's crazy. Lieutenant Sarge? Yeah, I guess we'll be doing the Lightning Gym next time, because I gotta get the next stream started, whatever it is. Plus, I need to get some food in me, I'm hungry. But I want to cut this tree down, because I don't want to go through the joys of... You know what? I have enough time to fight one more person. It's 4 hours and 51 minutes, as long as it doesn't hit the 5-hour mark. I'm a lightweight. Okay. Electric technician guy. Oh no. That actually kind of hurt. Slam. Okay. Oh, Lieutenant Surge? Sorry. Little out of it. Not very effective. Ha! You missed too. Sucks to be you. There we go. Once again, I have turned another Pokemon series into a Pikachu series. Ha 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 ha. Fried! Ooh, yeah you are. I'll take 1,000, thank you. When I was in the army, Lieutenant Surge was my strict CO. He was a hard taskmaster. Wait, how old is this Surge guy? Look at how old you are. Another Pikachu. Slam. I'm sorry, cute Pikachu, but you're toast. Goodbye. No! I'm paralyzed. You are very good. Yes, I'm an amazing Pikachu. Pikachu. Lights and different lights are flashing on and off. Okay, how do we... It's not easy opening that door. Lieutenant Surge has always famous for his cautious nature in the army. Are you gonna help me with it? Why? What? You know what? We'll worry about it next time. Worry about it, Wednesday. Tomorrow is Mario stream, so. Mario stream at 8 o'clock. Resident Evil at 3 o'clock. Pokemon on Wednesday. What the? Rawr! Would you like to heal your Pokemon? Yes, I would, please. Thank you. America, is this in the Pokemon universe? Apparently, yeah. America, heck yeah. Yeah, save anyway. Man, I'm slow at this game. Wait, how many Pokemon do I have? Did it say? I have 20 Pokemon. Wait, no, I don't. I have 20 Pokedexes. I don't know how many Pokemon I have. Oh, boy. Alright, guys and gals, that does it for Pokemon. You'll be redirected to the next stream, which I still don't know what it is. It's a mystery stream. Tomorrow's streams are Resident Evil and Mario. That's the plan, Stan. So, if you want to hang out with me, I'll be doing a 2.5 or 3 hour stream next. I need to grab something to eat because I'm starving. Booties, and then I have to go over some paperwork. So, I'll see you guys on whatever the next stream is, okay? God bless, happy gaming, thanks so much for watching. See you in a little bit.